The United States cancels visas of late Representative and former House Speaker Martin Romualdez. A teacher asks the Supreme Court to uphold the legality of the Senate's 12-member quorum in its June 3 plenary session. Senator Jinggoy Estrada's graft case will move to trial at the Sandiganbayan despite his refusal to enter a plea. A Bulacan court orders the arrest of Curlee Discaya as the ombudsman formally accuses him and his wife Sara of flood control corruption in the province. And Filipino tennis star Eala reaches the semifinals of the Birmingham Open. The United States cancels the diplomatic and tourist business visas of former House Speaker, late Representative Martin Romualdez. A U.S. visa may be revoked at any time and for a wide range of reasons. Philippine Ambassador to the U.S. Jose Manuel Babe Romualdez confirms this Friday, June 5, but says he doesn't have any details. He is the cousin of Representative Romualdez. They are both cousins of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Representative Romualdez faces complaints before the Ombudsman for plunder, graft, money laundering, and direct and indirect bribery. Ombudsman Boying Remulla says Martin Romualdez is the purported mastermind of an alleged corruption scheme related to ghost flood control projects. A teacher asks the Supreme Court to uphold the legality of the Senate's 12-member quorum in its June 3 plenary session. In a 20-page petition, high school teacher John Barry Tayam urges the SC to declare that the physical presence of 12 senators on June 3, 2026 constituted a legally valid, binding, and constitutional quorum of the active, available membership of the Senate. Tayam also urges the SC to affirm the full legality and constitutional validity of the session. He argues the Senate had then reached the required number to function 2 days since the bloc led by Senator Alan Peter Cayetano decided to skip sessions. The 12-member bloc led by acting Senate President Win Gatchalian invoked the Avellino Doctrine of 1949, in which the High Court held the quorum of 12 was legal among all available senators. Meantime, the Integrated Bar of the Philippines confirms the quorum was valid and legal. The IBP says the doctrine was applicable because Senators Bato de la Rosa and Jinggoy Estrada could not be compelled by the Senate to be present. Deans and professors of law schools around the country also say the Gatchalian bloc was correct in interpreting there are only 22 available senators. Malacanang also recognizes the leadership of Senator Sherwin Gatchalian as acting Senate President.
So the minority is now the group of Senator Alan Cayetano. So sino ba dapat na masunod? Majority o minority?
Senator Jinggoy Estrada's graft case will move to trial even after his refusal to enter a plea. This after the Sandiganbayan denies motions to dismiss his charges. Estrada remained silent during arraignment, prompting the Anti-Graft Court 2nd Division to enter a not guilty plea on his behalf. Meantime, the Sandiganbayan 5th Division grants former DPWH Secretary Manuel Bonoan's motion to be placed under hospital arrest. Bonoan said he is suffering from illnesses and conditions related to his age that require constant special medical attention. Estrada and Bonoan are facing 1 count of graft in the 2nd Division for alleged involvement in a flood control project kickback scheme. They also jointly face separate charges of plunder and graft before the 5th Division over the same allegation. A Bulacan court issues an arrest warrant against businessman and government contractor Curlee Discaya. This after the ombudsman filed criminal charges against him and his wife Sara over an allegedly anomalous flood control project in the province. With the Discayas or other DPWH officials, including Bryce Hernandez and JP Mendoza, who were charged with malversation of public funds through falsification of documents. Ombudsman investigators found payments for an almost 4 million peso flood control project in Kalumpit, Bulacan were released despite an unapproved disbursement voucher. It also found the government fully paid the Discaya-owned St. Timothy Construction Corporation for dredging and embankment without any basis for the project's completion. Sara Discaya is detained in Cebu over a separate malversation case from an alleged 96 million peso ghost project in Davao Occidental. Meantime, Curlee is still in Senate custody after he was cited in contempt by the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee in September 2025. Hernandez and Mendoza testified before the committee last year. Filipino tennis star Eala displayed steely nerves as she battled Russia's Alina Sharaeva to reach the quarterfinals of the Birmingham Open Thursday, June 4. She beat world number 130 Sharaeva for the 2nd time this year. After the 1 hour and 40-minute match in the United Kingdom, Eala said, quote, "I was definitely in a tough spot in the 2nd set, but I'm proud that I stayed in there and ultimately gave myself another chance to do better tomorrow." And that's today's wrap. I'm JC Gotinga. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. For more updates, download the wrap.